Hello and welcome once again to more memories of a forgotten town in our local history series, Swindon Through the Years, and a feature I first produced towards the end of last millennium back in 1999. In this series, once again, we'll be unlocking memories from the past with the help of the Swindon Society. We'll be discovering pictures from a town long since gone and visiting the modern location to make the comparison and remind ourselves just how much Swindon has changed with the passing of time. Well, this week, as I'm sure you can guess from the location behind me, we are in Bridge Street, about to compare the images of the past with those of a more modern scene in this week's Swindon Through the Years. Well, this is me back in 1999, introducing the feature you're about to see. And you can see the town has changed since then. The trees and shrubs have gone along with the raised flower beds. In the background, you can see the old Stead and Simpson shoe shop's been demolished, and what is now the Wilkinson store, which was built there to house the co-op originally. The Golden Lion Public House was also in Bridge Street, adjacent to the canal. The original lion stood above the doorway, the replica created for the Queen's Silver Jubilee. Also in Bridge Street, the main entrance to the old BHS store, now long gone, now a window of the new Topshop and Topman store. Yes, the Golden Lion replica reminding us of a time gone by. Let's turn back that clock even further now for this week's Swindon Through the Years. With the help of the Swindon Society, we're stepping back in time to Swindon of yesteryear. A selection of images then and now from around the town. Our then picture takes us back to 1925 and the tram centre. The Oxford Hotel is to the left, Stead and Simpson shoe shop is to the right. As we move forward in time, 74 years later, there have been a fair few changes. Stead and Simpson's now closed, the building shown in the throes of demolition. The road in which the trams once ran has now been pedestrianised. A constant flow of traffic now passes this side. Well, here again is a picture of the tram centre, this time a view from 1957. The building to the left where the Oxford Hotel once stood is the site of Burton's the Tailors. The shop was built in the 1930s. 42 years later, the building still stands. Having since been a toy shop, the location is once again the site of a public house. It now goes by the name of the Footplate and Firkin. Well, here's a location that certainly has a look of familiarity about it. We're looking along Canal Walk at the junction with Regent Street and Bridge Street in the 1960s. The building to the right houses the offices of the Inland Revenue and provides us with a reference point as we move forward 3 decades. The construction of the Brunel Centre and the David Murray John Tower dwarf the modern scene. Swindon's early pedestrianisation project still keeping the streets clear of motor vehicles. Well, it's the same location and a view of what is now Canal Walk taken back in 1957. The building to the left was the town's Lloyds Bank. The cottages to the right were some of the first to be demolished when the redevelopment of the town centre was given the go-ahead. 42 years pass and we're transformed into a thriving town centre. Where brick-built cottages once stood, there are now offices. The whole site is dwarfed by Wiltshire's second tallest building, the Murray John Tower. This is Bridge Street and a view from 1906. One of the corporation trams is approaching the tram centre. Behind it, the sign Public Benefit provides us with a reference point as we jump forward an incredible 93 years to 1999. Where there was once a wealth of family-run businesses, there's now a whole host of pubs, many of them run by major chains. The street has given way to pedestrians, but with them comes a whole range of clutter. Streetlights, telephone kiosks, rubbish bins and trees. Well, for our final picture, once again we find ourselves at the tram centre. We're looking east along Fleet Street at the junction with Bridge Street in the year 1905. The upstairs bay window to the left provides a reference point as the years fade away. 94 years have just disappeared. Where the crowds once shopped, the traffic now flows. In the distance, a sign of the times, as the street appears to be dwarfed by one of the many office blocks. Remembering the Swindon of yesteryear, with the help of the Swindon Society, a glimpse of Swindon through the years. Well, I hope you enjoyed our look at an ever-changing town, and if you did, please remember to like, comment or share on Facebook and YouTube. And many thanks to those people that have already done just that, not just from Swindon, but also from around the world. We're attracting quite a following. Do remember, join us next week. We'll have more of the same. We'll be just a little further down the road in that direction. We'll be in Fleet Street for Swindon Through the Years.